Hey, happy homeschoolers, it's Lindsay from Hearth and Story, and I have a quick flip through video of Grammar for Writers, 6th grade. So let's get into it. This is the last piece of 6th grade that we still needed to release, and we just got it out, so that means the whole entire curriculum is out, which we're super excited about. But grammar is a good one this year. It's pretty fun. I'll show you some of the highlights. So one of the things we're doing, we're starting right off in lesson 1 here. We do it pretty much every third lesson. It's called grammar gaffes. And it's just mistakes that are very common. So things like when someone's saying for all intensive purposes instead of for all intents and purposes. Nip it in the butt. That's probably my favorite one. So just mistakes that people tend to make, whether it's in writing or speaking, grammar, to just point those out and try to internalize, what is the correct way to actually use this expression or this word or these homophones. So this first one here is your versus I just threw in days of yore. Not that people use that one that often, but why not? It's a homophone. So they're going through and taking a look at the differences between those. We're reviewing things like subject and predicate and some of the stuff that you saw in 5th grade. The most important thing we're doing in 6th grade grammar is these exercises every third one called Be an Editor. So we're taking the skills that we've learned about grammar and not just answering exercises like we usually do, but actually applying it to a piece of writing. So this first one here, The Amazing Octopus. So you're reading a passage about it and you're going to find all the mistakes that are in here. So this time I've told you there's 11 errors. Usually I do not. So you may find them all, you might not find them all. The errors are usually things that are just common errors or things that we've just talked about in the previous lessons. So that's one example of Be an Editor. But there's all different sorts of writing that turns up here. It's very real world. Here's another example of Be an Editor where you're actually editing someone's thank you note that they wrote. So that's something you might be asked to do in your real life. Here's one where you're actually helping someone edit a text message that they're writing to their coach. We're editing a review of a vacation spot, editing a recipe, and you can make that recipe too. Actually, at the very end, there's one more thing I wanted to point out. We actually are doing the last 3 lessons. They're all discussions about grammar and society. So very philosophical. I am so excited to hear what the kids think and what you think about these issues when you get to lessons 79, 80, and 81 at the end there. And then, of course, we have our answer key and photos of all the Be an Editor essays so you can actually see where the markings might be. So that's about it for grammar. Definitely let me know if you have any questions, and happy homeschooling.